fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys.
You ready? Are you ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of round one. I can tell how excited you are for this matchup. Seems to be a strikes advantage on one side, but maybe not.
This is a big-time fight. It feels like a big moment for both of these guys' careers. Who is going to be able to implement their game plan the best in this matchup between these two big-time athletes?
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
He is all about that left kick to the body. Just missed with the left there.
You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet.
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch landed.
Nice job to land the kick to the body there by Lee.
Nice leg kick. Oh, nice.
Not there.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
I need more out of you.
Got clipped with the right hand.
Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt. Nice strike. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Lee's kick blocked. Slips the punch. Straight right hand now, just misses.
Liver kick.
That punch no good.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Oh, wicked nice leg kick there, DC.
Can't take too many of those. What a tricky head kick.
And he landed the right hand there. Big roundhouse now, just misses. Trying to do damage now with the kick, that's a miss. Lee gets tagged with that jab. Pretty good weapon for him tonight.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, he landed that knee to the midsection. Got to think his opponent's going to feel that one in the morning.
And he's going to continue to throw that strike because he knows that his opponent can't take many of them. Big leg kick lands.
Just out of range with that strike.
All right, let's go. Let's look to set up that.
Some fighters shy away from checking a leg kick. Check that one.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands.
Oh, lands a stiff punch there. Nice connection.
Oh, nice land.
Hit him with the overhead.
Big and kick. Oh, nice. Nice.
Come on, bud. You gotta win this.
Right hand on point. Oh, thought he might have had that head kick, but just out of range. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work. Head kick. Nice punch man over the top.
Nice display of technique by him there on the side kick. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
Very traditional technique that a lot of guys are using now in the UFC. Look at the whip action that comes from just throwing that kick.
Final seconds here. Straight right is there. Right, no more strikes. All right, that horn signifies the end of the round. Let's take us through some replays, champ.
And the replays are going to be kicks. That's the story of this fight to this point. He is landing these kicks at will, just driving his shin into his opponent's legs, and it's really starting to slow him down.
All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the body work there in the previous round.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his target, not headhunting, going to the body, making that investment into forcing a mistake later that will allow him to chase his finish. Yes, they heard him in the last round. Same exact one.
Nice punch there by Lee.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Splits the guard, lands the right hand. Oh, man. I think you jumped out of your seat a little bit after that kick.
Oh, I did, because I have times where I've been kicked like that. And I'm going to tell you one thing. It does not feel good. Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush. Lunges forward with a left there.
Real sneaky head kick gets in there.
Just misses with that one. Well, he works his entire striking game off of that jab. Doubles up on the jab now.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Nice.
Lee going for the body, targeting that area with the kick, but unable to land. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off. I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
More than one. Punches and both.
Oh, big head kick.
Oh, good kicks there. Misses with that punch. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Dig deep.
Trying to establish that jab once again.
Big kick land.
Nice 1-2 combination there. Oh, misses with the jab.
Keep your hands up.
Oh, roundhouse. Talk to me about that kick.
He is throwing his entire body into that kick to the point that he turns all the way around before he can face his opponent again. Ooh, what a punch.
That kick blocked by Lee.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Right. Nice move. Hit him with some strikes.
Look Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Goes back to that left kick once again. Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments. Caught that kick there.
Oh, beautiful strike there as he lands up top, and he does so right after catching the leg. So maybe you thought he would catch the leg and go for a takedown. Instead, he goes for the punch, and he certainly found the range on that one.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Hey, relax, relax. Keep your hands up for me now.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Oh, strike attempt to the midsection, it's blocked. Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault, and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Gotta be careful here, though, not to gas out.
That's a big strike right there.
He has absorbed a lot of power shots. 10 minutes in the books. All right, well, his kicking game was outstanding in that round. We'll see if his opponent can make the adjustments, but take us through the replays before we get there.
It's always weird to watch a young fighter start to come into his own. Early in his career, he did not have this ability. He did not have the ability to dictate and control fights with his legs. Now he does, and he looks like a future champion in the making.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round, and we'll see if he can pick up where he left off. High volume of strikes landed in the previous round.
High volume of strikes landed. He was able to be accurate, but also very, very active in his approach to the start of this fight.
Well, just as he did the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Oh, big punch lands.
Well done to block that powerful kick to the body.
Keep moving your feet.
Oh, big left hand there.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Just unable to quite find that range. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect.
Big kick lands.
Oh, a nice straight there by Lí.
Put your hands up higher.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's gonna shut your body off. Way to hide that leg kick.
Lí gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. Three minutes to go. Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there.
Don't wait. You hit him first.
Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man.
Don't stop.
Oh, good head movement there. Nice slip.
Let's focus.
Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
Throwing that jab, no good. Connects with a right. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Pretty significant welt to the left side. Beautiful left hand counter. You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC. Look at the turnover in that kick. You don't know when that leg kick's coming. He's very tricky when he throws that body kick. Big punch lands.
Lands the right hand.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Beautiful leg kick thrown. Nice kick.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Oh, straight right.
Hands higher.
Oh, big elbow. Good punch. Head kick land.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. There's no tell on that leg kick. Beautiful kick.
Come on, bud. Let's get those hands working.
Final seconds of round 3.
Over and over, he's landed these big body kicks.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC. And if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick, and watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ. Big kick land.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
Nice punch here.
Slips the left hand.
Let's get busy with those hands now, man. Come on, let them go.
The left punch is true, now the right hand. And both guys really throwing with authority. Oh man, this guy kicks like a mule.
So hard. He kicks so hard every time you see him drive his shin into his opponent. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation.
Man, look at the redness starting to appear on the left side of his body. His opponent would be wise to continue to attack there. Kick to the body by Lí.
Beautiful strike.
Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick.
Use your hands to set up that low kick now.
The slip and then the counter by Lí. Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect.
Liver kick.
All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found a setup punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it.
Protect your face.
Lí gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. He's been working hard defensively. Kick block there.
Good stick.
Try to establish that jab. Oh, that right hand is on point.
Barely barely missed on an uppercut right here on the inside.
Connects with the right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man. Beautiful punch. Nice job of hiding that head kick.
Oh, he lands a huge kick here. Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very accurate.
Able to check that kick as well.
Big kick lands. Nice right hand.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Oh! Head kick. Superman punch lands. Wow.
Nice leg kick land.
Nice combination of strikes there by Lee. Would you look at the size of that bruise on his torso? Nasty. Outstanding knee to the body there. He's the taller fighter. Might as well put that size to good use, and he certainly did so there. Well, missed on that one.
Head kick.
Nice shot to the body there.
Big kick.
Seconds to go.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's going to stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His strong leg packs so much power that even when he doesn't throw it full throttle, you see he's able to inflict damage. We'll see if he can keep it going here in this round.
He doesn't throw it full power, but even when he feints it, he draws out reactions from his opponents because they don't want to get hit with any more of those kicks. It's a sight to behold. Leg kick.
Just missing on the high kick there. Ooh, and he caught the kick.
Ooh, what a punch. Right hand landed.
Able to check the high kick. Oh, that's a good right hand.
Don't wait, beat first.
Came of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night as that landed. Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
And he caught the kick. Very nice leg kick there by Lee. Well, he continues to offer up the kick here, but just misses with that one.
Let those hands go.
I mean, he's cutting it down to size with these beautiful leg kicks. Nice punch lands.
Some nice back and forth action here. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
Nice head kick. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, man, that's a nice kick right there.
He's doing a great job of landing that kick over and over again.
You know, the kicks do hurt, right? these big body kicks, these high kicks, even though they're getting blocked, they do hurt.
Oh, man! Huge kick to the body. And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an L?
This is when you got to go to the Nate Diaz mentality. Kill or be killed. You got to throw everything at your opponent, because if this thing goes to the judges, you are not going to win this fight. Nice kick. Nice head kick.
Just misses with the straight right.
Stop waiting. Throw the 1-2.
Look at the force behind that leg kick.
Right punches there.
Beautiful body kick land right under the elbow.
Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere.
Just misses there with the left.
Let's focus now.
Back to the well with that right hand. It's no good.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
Dig deep.
45 seconds remain in the round. Lee gets caught with that punch.
Get some offense. Let's get going.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range.
Going now.
How good is that right hand? Nice 1-2 there. Punch is blocked.
Keep the pressure on. Everything's landing. Hey. Hands up. Hands up.
Effective punch there by Lee.
Big body kick.
What a fight! All right, so a lot to like over the distance of that fight tonight. Clearly, we think we saw one guy win the fight and largely got it done with the striking.
Yeah, he got it done with the striking. And that's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a guy that's so comfortable whenever he's in the stand-up. And that showed tonight as he truly outworked his opponent.